this video is specially for those girls who are about to get married and go into a joint family. Of course, the children today are very sensible, they're very brilliant, they're intelligent. But my years of experience and my coaching has made me see certain nuances of relationships and how they work when a girl is going into a joint family. And I'd love to share these with you. First of all, hoping and presuming that the girl knows the family a bit before she's got married. When she walks into the house, the elders of the house should be careful and ensure that the girl is welcomed properly. She's leaving her home and coming to a new home, and she must be having a million doubts, a million fears, and those need to be addressed. Those need to be assuaged by welcoming her, not welcoming her, just to show with Aarti and all that, and then later screaming at her. No, not like that. Welcoming her by taking care of her little needs, seeing that she eats what she used to like eating, little things like that, and allowing her, if initially she wants to sleep late, get up late, let her do that. Because she's also come into a new home and she doesn't know what is expected and what is not expected. Slowly and steadily, I think the main onus of making a girl adjust in a joint family lies on the mother-in-law. The main onus lies on the mother-in-law because she's also been a daughter-in-law and she would know. And if for a minute she did not get the kind of environment and the welcome that she's giving her daughter-in-law, she should be extra careful not to make the same mistakes that her mother-in-law made with her. Because then that creates a lifelong bond between her and her daughter-in-law. And the daughter-in-law should also try from day one to have a one-on-one relationship with the mother-in-law and not choose the husband to keep complaining or tail-tattling or, your mother did this, your mother did that. Because no husband and no son would like to hear that about his mother. She may not be the best or the most perfect of mothers, but at the end of the day, she is his mother. And if he is sensible, he should also turn around and tell her that you should resolve your issues with my mother on your own and not try to play the role of referee, because in playing the role of the referee, he's going to be sandwiched between the mother and the daughter, the mother and the wife, and he's really going to have no respect left for any of them. So everybody's relationship will go for a toss if the son does not play his role in a mature and sensible manner. That is very important. Then secondly, when in a joint family, for instance, you're making plans to travel or you're making plans to invest somewhere, plans regarding finances of the house or anything else which involves the entire family, it would be very sensible and necessary to involve the daughter-in-law in everything, because then she would also feel that she's one amongst them and not feel like an outsider. It's only when you are unseen, unheard, or treated like an outsider that you retaliate, that you become silent, you withdraw. You don't want to be the perfect bahu anymore because you feel that no matter what I do, I'm not appreciated and nobody cares about my opinion. So that feeling should never come in the daughter. And of course, again, a major role has to be played by the husband. He should, have a very frank discussion with his wife before he gets married that this is the way it's going to be. This is the setup we have. This is what the elders do. This is what they don't do. He should prepare her before she comes into that home if they're going to stay in the joint family forever, because she doesn't know what is expected of her. And he alone can best tell his wife what is expected of her. And then, of course, you can't find a solution to every problem when it hasn't happened. As you go along in life, as the problems occur, there are peaceful, civilized and calm ways of resolving them, rather than screaming and shouting and creating a terrible environment where everybody says, oh my God, what have we done? Nobody wants that. You don't get married to get into a relationship to break it. You get married because you think this is for life. This is a partner for life. And for better or for worse, we are going to stick together. And if you respect each other, believe me, the world will respect you. But if you are the person, the wife or the husband, who thinks that it's very cool to make fun of each other in public, relax, you're never going to be respected by anyone. No one. The world just watches, enjoys, and makes fun. If there is no respect amongst each other in a relationship, do not expect anyone. And starting from the home, the elders also will not respect. Whatever problems you have, whatever quarrels you have, resolve them within the four walls of your home. Don't wait for them to, erupt like a volcano one fine day because you've been suppressing them for so long. And don't come to the breakfast table and start, daggers drawn at each other and take it out in front of the elders. That's really not done. Now, these are very basic things which I'm talking about, which I'm sure most of you already know. But the reason I am repeating them is that the pattern of relationships breaking up today over very flimsy reasons has become so obvious and so intense that I felt compelled to make this video. I felt compelled that this is the video which may remind people of who should they be rather than trying to appear to be we belong to the Gen Z and we have to be very cool and this and that and the other. And even the in-laws, if they think that we are in-laws and we need to suppress and okay, we've got an unpaid maid coming in the home. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. She is also somebody's daughter. She is also someone's wife. Treat her with respect and you will be treated with respect. That's it. So if any of this resonates with you and you have any further questions, do book a call with me on any problems you have regarding relationships, regarding the tools to mend a relationship, and any concerns that you may be having about marriage.